truck.
Drive going down, but I don't think it's as steep as our drive.
No, I've actually got it in gear right now. Just lightly riding the brake, which is what I should have done at our place, but I was just too afraid to go too fast when I let it out of gear. I can go faster down this just comfortably than our other one. But yeah, no Georgia overdrive here today. Some soft gravel. It's like a truck runaway ramp at the end. He's got quite a collection of cars out here.
So this is Oz's 4104. We're working on, this is how you get the bus grease monkey ready, prep. He's got all wheels off of it, up on blocks. We're gonna, if you see the table there, we got a bunch of airbags in the closer. We're gonna replace airbags. And we got some air leaks to fix. I think we're going to need to remove the transmission on it. We're going to come over here. I noticed that the wheel seal was leaking, so we're getting ready to pull the wheel off here. But it's all wet up inside there. So we got to replace the wheel seal. I haven't looked at any of the other ones yet. This was just the first one. But, I found him another guy that's got Peninsula windows, Jim. Get up on that window, see how nasty that is. He's got a 4104, he's getting ready to scrap. It's got good Peninsula windows in it. So I think he's going to end up going and picking those up from Jim. So this is supposed to be really tight, and it is. That's good. Oh yeah, that's tight. My flex set is bending. Yeah, it's a 3/4 inch or ½ inch is fine. Oh, man. There it goes. That's pretty snug. That's good. So this inner seal has failed and oil has gone into where the grease is supposed to be. We're gonna go peek at the other side and see if it looks like this.
No, I don't see any oil marks on it.
Spin it around. Look on both sides. Ooh, look how loose that is. Look at that. I turned it damn near half turn. So this was about a half turn loose on your bearing there.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to have a little bit of play, but that's a lot for finger tight. Oh.
Hold it from the bottom?
Yeah, just from the bottom. Okay. Just sit it on the spindle. And we can tip it. Yep. Greening out pretty good, Cal?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna set it back up on the spindle just real quick, just for a second there. Now we're gonna re-grab it. We're gonna grab it here, and then we got the brake drum itself, and we're gonna set it flat on its face there, okay? Okay. Right. Okay. Yep, that was definitely leaking. Look how the seal's torn apart. Got a big sledgehammer, just hit this and it's gonna fall to the ground.
Okay. That's what I didn't want to do.
That's mostly out. Oh, did you hit a stud?
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit, okay.
I hit that stud right there. Pretty hard too.
If we can get a nut on it, we'll be in good shape. I didn't think you did hit it, but I guess you were watching where you hit it. Oh, I can see the end of it, yeah.
I did.
I got a clean it up. Oh, we can just take it out and put a new one in.
Yeah.
They're not usually too hard to replace. So let's go ahead and lift this off of here. Just set it right here.
Okay.
Heaviest brake drum you ever picked up?
Huh?
Is that the heaviest brake drum you ever picked up?
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
I've never seen white pigment before. Okay, we need a flathead screwdriver. If you got an impact, that probably works the best. There's some flathead screws around here to take the seal off. Oh, come on. Using the same parts of we were just complaining about how many flathead things they use on these buses. Just broke my bit. That's how tight that one is.
With all that grease, you would think.
Yeah. Wasn't always leaking though. Okay, Kelly, will you grab me another flathead?
I got some in here.
Here's some specialty foreign car thing. I don't want to get my big impact because if I'm already breaking the bits off of this.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go get, I have a hammer. That broke my bit too.
Wow.
That's crazy. Did it turn?
Yep. Is it twisting when you hit it?
Yeah, this thing has like a little
Yeah.
splined shaft,
Yep.
and you can go both ways with it. But
That's pretty cool. Thanks,
it's like a magic trick, but it won't come out of it. Somebody used Thermotex or something like over here. Oh, nope, somebody didn't take all the screws out.
That would help.
I don't know who it was.
That bus grease monkey.
There we go.
Very clean.
Yeah, it looks good. You wipe a few of them and look at them. We're going to run these through the parts washer or whatever you got, but they're nice, see how shiny they are, and there's no big grooves or anything in them. You can see where they've been riding, but like the end. These are this is welded on to the hub. You can still get to the bolts, and that's what held on that wheel simulator. And he's not going to use those anymore, so we're going to get rid of that.
we're gonna get into this wheel seal. If you look at the wheel seal, see how it moves? It's not in there straight. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, see that big ding? So we're gonna pull it out and replace it. Yeah, if you look at the gap at the top there, and then there. Plenty of break up here. A lot of rust in there, right?
It's in neutral.
Okay. Is this so? Your bus requires air pressure to be able to shut it down. Did you know that? If you don't have air, it won't shut off because the way the shut off works on it.
No, I didn't know
So
that.
if you've ever tried to, like, if you start it and you instantly try to shut it down, sometimes it won't turn off right away because it uses this thing right here. Air pressure
builds
comes
air in
and
there.
pushes air pushes a little thing to
Okay.
shut the rack to off.
Okay. So plug in the air.
Yeah, probably just in case we
Yeah.
need to shut it down for some reason.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Why is it moving?
Yeah, this is a common.
Knob.
Yeah, it's a rubber hub in there. See how it wiggles?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to do that, and that eventually that'll come loose and go through your radiator,
Yeah.
and then it gets really expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy Dan or Jim, maybe we can get one of those hubs from him too.
I never started.
That's what I noticed. The fan really has a wobble. Got a little hunk of spring now, we'll fix that together. We'll plug it up. So I don't know how well you can tell, but what they did is they beat the inside of this all the way down in. I'm guessing so that the surface of the seal would ride in a different place than where the big groove is on here. I don't know if I can get in there. Shoot. Here, you see the groove in it where the seal rides? So I think they tried to pound it in to make it not ride in the same spot, but you can see how it's just deformed and it's actually looks like it's torn there. I think that shows you a little better how much they deformed it. That's not a good way to repair that. This one looks good too. You see this here where you can see the writing and everything. The other one we could see where it had been spinning. Was it this one or the other side?
The other side.
Yeah. Man, you got nice rubber for your bus.
Fronts. Back side.
Oh, it was the outer one. So you can see where it was spinning on there. There's a little bit of a lip, but not too bad. We'll dimple it when we get it back together. I would say everything overall was suffering from a lack of grease. They weren't really packed very well. You can see how clean, we haven't cleaned any of these parts. That's how they came off. There's not a whole lot of grease on there, but they don't look like they're in terrible shape. But this wiper over here is worse than what the other one was. Sorry for the terrible camera work, but that is a huge groove. So we're gonna replace the whole wiper in there. Tons of brake. Everything there looked good. S-cams looked good. S-cam bushings were moving fine. We're gonna replace all these airbags. They're like delaminated. I don't know if you can see like the skin. There's like a bubbly skin. It's like that all the way around. You can feel the hardness on the inside, and this is just, yeah, it's like the layers have separated. They have the leveling valve disconnected. We've got to plug it up. It's got a leak, so it still has an air supply that goes to it, but then all the airbags are individually run by individual valves that he can control the height with. So we're gonna fix that air leak. That's the biggest air leak by far that I've heard on here. But he's going through, he's doing a lot of repairs. He's really got it torn into pretty good. He had a lot of rust back here on the air beam, and he welded new steel in there and then put seam sealer over it and put new channel at the top and everything. He really went in and did a good job securing the floor, replacing the floor that was kind of rotted out back there. Everything back here looks real good. It's got spring brakes on it. Just other than the leaky wheel seals, we're doing good. I got this one all separated here. We had to get the sledge. Oh, I think you saw it. The seals were leaking pretty good. So I took my lunch break. In an hour, he got everything ready to pull on the trans. So he's got to disconnect a couple of wires still. He's removed all of the bolts on the bell housing. He's disconnected the linkages. He's removed the bolts that go through on the drive shaft. There's one bolt holding it on so it just doesn't come loose right now. We're gonna go ahead and remove this because we think it's gonna be in the way. This isn't factory. Somebody's added these little things here and we think that's gonna get hit. We don't wanna break it. So we're gonna take that off. A couple wires. He's taking off the clutch arm right now. Then we'll have the transmission ready to pull. It took him 1 hour by himself. Right there, and then somewhere over there.
Right there.
Yeah, there's another broken arm. So we'll go ahead and pull that clutch housing off. Now that thing's heavy. I think it probably weighs 100. It didn't seem like it was very tight. Do you want another bucket for these? I'll go get a next.
In the inside the shop on this wall, middle wall, there is little bins.
Okay.
You jinced it.
The springs tension is pushing it back on the dowels, but it can't fall out, and it's inside the bell housing too. So. You can see that the rear main seal has been leaking. There's oil everywhere, and it's flung everywhere.
Fighting pretty good.
Yep. not an even torque, that's for damn sure. And that's probably what's going on.
On that. Take this away. Or you need to raise up.
Yeah, I need to raise it up. Out of the way, Kelly.
I'm good here.
So it wasn't seated and it wasn't mated properly up against there. I just wiped off some grease that was in the middle here, where that should have been squeezed out of there. No way for it to be there. So, and they just weren't the same torque all around. So some were tighter than others, and it just wasn't properly tight. And then if you look at the rear main seal over there, you can see that it's been leaking. And go down to the bottom of it if you can, Kelly. Can you get an angle where you're going
Do you
closer?
want to take this for me?
See the oil on there. So we're gonna replace that.
It's more than oval.
Yeah. So these bolts have broken off before.
Yeah,
See how it's
right there.
wallowed out there.
Right there. Yes. Turn it.
Yeah, you can see where that bolt had broken, and see this
Yeah.
one down here too. It's got a shiny.
Yeah. I see marks on all of them, Scott.
Yep. So we're gonna have to clean the mating surface of this up and get it totally flat so that it can go tight up against there. And that's probably what was stopping it from getting all the way tight too, is that little bit of lip right
Reg,
there.
I've got just the thing to clean it. All right. Yeah, it's not so bad. Go up. There we go.
That is some pretty good cracking right there.
That's what I was asking that I saw.
Yeah. There's a couple of them that way. You can tell it wasn't flush, and this is really weird how it was rubbing hard here, but not here. So it's not completely flat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a local machine shop?
Easiest shock change ever.
Huh? The hammer.
Yeah, if I ever meet one, I'm gonna rub it in. A lot.
Got it. Feels.
Yeah, no wonder.
That's pretty close to how it should. I'll try and pull it. Does it come apart easier than it just was?
Okay, so
So let's get the breaker bar.
get that other.
You want to help me lift on it? Try and go. Oh, I got it. Oh, did it turn on the other side? No. Okay, good.
It is. I would have never guessed it, right? That's the only reason I like buying the big WD cans. Because it comes with that head.
We're talking about the WD-40 can lids you can take off and put on other things. So when the WD-40 is done, don't throw this away. Now you've got the folding straw that you can use with or without a straw.
Yeah, the flexibles.
It's attached. Yeah.
shocks come with these rubber
Yes.
inserts,
Yep.
bushings.
See how that one?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Cables.
It's very annoying.
It's
Yeah.
See, I told you, I've been living.
Yeah, you have been. Of course, that don't explain all the floor rot you had back here. You've been living good since then.
I've been living good since then. Since I put in the new floors.
Probably change your fresh water tank to a square tank.
I'm gonna get rid of both of them.
Yeah, that's a waste of space, those round ones.
And now, yeah, you know, that metal, you don't know
Yeah.
what's lurking in there, right? I love the tanks that Juan had built, but man, they're pricey.
Yeah. Had you been following him before we went there, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I was just ran across. He comes on your YouTube feed, you know, and I started watching him do. Uh-oh. Where did it go? Piece of cake.
Here's the hammer if you need to get that. Sometimes that big washer sticks to it.
It is. You have that.
What you want, Scott?
Yeah. You got hold of it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Washer.
I wonder where that nut went.
Probably in your pyramid.
Okay, another.
The hammer?
Yeah, and I had to take these airlines down off of that ply or 2x4 he had up
Oh.
there. That's why they're hanging. I have to put them back up.
Of course that won't fit on there.
Yeah.
This might need a wrench on it. We'll see if maybe the fuck's on it. It is humid today.
It's always humid here, Scott. It's Alabama.
Some engineer in 1960
I'm
needs to
telling
be
you
shot.
what.
1958.
Yeah.
Okay, we need the wrench. Inch and an eighth wrench.
Let me put my foot on it, Scott.
Yep.
There we go.
Nice job, Oz.
Lead foot.
Where's that PB blaster?
I get it. It's back here.
That thing reminds me of Gonzo. Pry bars to
Right there on your right hand side. Or is that too big?
Yes.
in the head is what's gonna happen. Okay, see how that squeezes.
Wow, this one bounces back a little bit. See?
Almost don't even come out of the area.
Yeah, this one's way better, but still, I can pull it. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Nice and straight.
I don't think it matters. That's been on there a while.
Yeah. Okay. Super loose.
a couple here on the bottom that we can get knocked off. How many on the bottom were still on there? You know? I feel this one here.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Half-inch wrench. And don't drop it because that plate could be fragile, and then we need to work on getting that plate off of there. Some corrosion on these. This one especially. Okay. Trying to do it without breaking that plate because it gets the aluminum corrosion on it. Clean it up. Should be good to go. I don't like the scratch that's through here. We're trying to sand that out of there because that has to seal.
So it didn't break.
Look at this airbag bubble.
It's like Little Caesar's pizza.
Yeah, that's why I said it's like delaminated. I shouldn't be able to do that to it just with my fingers.
It's doing it there too.
Yep.
Want me to get you a little pry bar?
Yep. That's all that's done. That thing was done. So I'm here in Birmingham, Alabama, working on Oz's 4104. Probably the most work I ever got done in one day on a bus. Everything went really easy. I even hate to say it and joke about it because I mean other things are gonna go horribly slow tomorrow or whatever. But everything just went great today. We got airbags off, shocks off. We pulled the transmission. We got the flywheel off, the clutch off. All the hubs are off. The wheel bearings are out. Brake drums are apart. Everything just went really, really well, and that never happens. So I'm completely shocked and amazed by that. So anyways, I'm down here in Birmingham, probably going to be here for 4 or 5 days. Hopefully all the parts we're going to get will be here on Friday. And then before the weekend is done, we'll have everything put back together. So we've got all the airbags and that kind of stuff. We had to order the shocks. Those will be here. And then the wheel seals are going to stop off putting that stuff together. And then I have a new rear main seal in my bus that I can give him. So I don't have to wait for that. So I can get that back on, the flywheel back on, clutch and everything. The clutch is brand new. It looks like it's been just recently replaced. I'm not really sure when that was done, but the clutch is in great shape. But the flywheel, I noticed the wobble to it. The bolts were not properly torqued, and I don't think it was seated properly on there with the wear that was on there. So anyways, 4104, great bus. Looks like it's in really good shape. Wheel bearings all look real good. It's just the wheel seals that were leaking. Front brakes are great. Rear brakes got some wear, but there's still some life left in them. The S-cams are nice.
So just routine maintenance. The engine needs a little bit of love. It's got 1 week cylinder, but it comes in after it just runs for a minute or two. That's real common, not worth messing with. I need to work on the governor a little bit, make a few adjustments on it to get rid of that hunt and a few other things on it. So if anybody wants to come volunteer and help here in Birmingham, let me know. Just send me an email, scott@busgreasemonkey.com, and just put Birmingham, Alabama help or something like that in the subject line, and I'll keep an eye out for that. And you can come help sometime, you know, with probably like Friday or Saturday or something like that. So anyways, yeah, just let me know, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the music video that's coming up next.
See him loading up his tools, check the air and all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long hard ride in that pre-war silver sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down in that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. See that 4104 with the propped up engine door. Watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows them Detroits, there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue silver sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Get that bus grease monkey down the road. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know?
This is the part where I thank you for watching the whole video all the way through to the end and enjoying our theme song, because it's awesome. I love it. Again, that means that you're truly a Bus Grease Monkey fan for doing that. If you don't already subscribe to our channel, please click the subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And feel free to share our videos to your friends, because that really helps our channel grow. So thank you so much.